Hey everybody, it's Ian the Kilter Crafter. I hope you're having a great day today. Today we are going to be unboxing the Cricut Joy. Yes, I know. I said I wasn't going to get it. We'll get to all that in just a few minutes. This is the part of the show, if you're catching this on the replay, where I kind of wait for notifications from YouTube to go out there public where everybody can see. So if you're here and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I greatly appreciate it if you take a few minutes to click down there and click subscribe, and then click the bell notification icon. So that way you get notified every time I go live here on YouTube or post a new video. You can also check out my social media links listed down in the description of this video as well. For those of you who are here live, welcome everybody. I know Art by Kim Ann is here. And if you are here live currently, make sure to say so in the chat. I can't talk today, but when can I ever? Make sure to say so in the chat. Let me know that you're here. And of course, I want all of your comments as we're going along on this journey of unboxing the Cricut Joy. And if you're catching this on the replay, make sure to leave your comments down in the comment section below. I do want to hear from you, and I try to answer those as much as possible. So right now, it looks like, let me click over to this window right here. It looks like only Kim is here, and hopefully Kim can see me. And hopefully everybody can see and hear me. Well, I never quite know because I never have a monitor as to whether or not I am actually going out live. But I think I am. I hope I am. I'm crossing my fingers that I am. But anyways, in the background, you'll see my brand new sewing machine, the Bernina 770. I have not yet turned it on yet, but if you missed that unboxing, make sure to go check it out. It is almost an hour long, but boy was it fun. I had a lot of fun. Ross is here. Hey Ross, thanks for joining me this evening. I know it's kind of a late night for East, West, and everywhere in between. I want to purchase the Joy as a gift from my mom, who makes lots of cards. That's an awesome plan, Kim. I hope you're able to do that. I can see and hear you. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Before we jump in too far, I do want to show y'all some amazing fabric that I got. I posted this over on Instagram, but I absolutely love this. This is the new Tula Pink homemade fabric, and I got a fat quarter bundle, and oh my gosh, isn't this just delicious? I know it's hard to see some of the patterns, but we got some what is that, fabric rulers in there, some tools, some scissors, some rotary cutters, some grids, all sorts of amazing fabrics, and I cannot wait to cut this. This one's one of my favorites, the rulers. I don't know if I can, yep, it goes out of light, but Sheila's here. Hey, Sheila. So I love this fabric, and I cannot wait to get it all cut up and turned into a project. I just had to show that off while we were waiting for people to come in. I can't wait to cut that one up. I don't want to cut it, but it's so gorgeous. I can't help but want to use that in a project. I can't wait to use it. So anyways, so yes, I did buy the Cricut Joy. It is rainbow-rific. That's right, Ross. As you may have remembered from a previous video, when the Joy, like within a week of the Joy coming out, I said I would not be getting the Joy. Here I am doing an unboxing of the Joy. Let's just say an opportunity occurred, and it was one that I could not pass up, and so I had to get the Joy. It's just how it happens. It is kind of the Baby Yoda, and I said this in the video when I talked about that I'm not going to get the Joy. It is kind of basically the Baby Yoda of Cricut. It is quite adorable. I saw it in the store at Michael's and thought it was amazing. I'm really excited for how easily travelable, is that even a word, that this new Cricut is. That's what I'm really excited for. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think if this opportunity had come, I would have gotten the Joy, but like I said, it was an opportunity that I couldn't say no to. I really had to jump on it and take advantage of it. So what can I say? All right, so let's go ahead and start unboxing this box right here, shall we? I'm going to do this button right here. I'm horrible about mailing stuff. I have some fabric that is blue and some yellow that look like they have raindrops in them. Oh, that's really cool. I can't wait to see it, Kim. Sheila is always here. Sheila, you are so ready for everything. I'm always glad when you stop by. It's good to see you again. I hear you in, well, I don't hear you, but I hear Melody reach out to you a lot whenever you're in her chats, in her live videos. So let me make sure that there's no, because I want to make sure there's no receipts where you can see my address, because I did have these ship to my personal address. So anyways, all right, so first things first, we're going to be pulling out this right here. This is the Cricut Joy tote. And I knew when I got the Cricut Joy that I would want to get the tote for it, because like I said, it does travel so easily. And so because of that, I wanted to be able to have a tote that I could get it from place to place, right? So I went ahead and purchased the tote. I do love the Cricut totes. They're so well put together, and they're so nicely done. I really, really enjoy, like, my Easy Press totes. I love those to death. I have yet to take them outside the boundaries of my craft room, but I know at some point I will. How does this? Oh, right. I gotta do. You're supposed to... Okay, forget it. I'm just gonna cut it. I don't know why I'm not... My brain is just not functioning right now, but I'm gonna cut that since I don't need that anymore. This is just the kind of directions. So it shows here, you can put your Joy there, and you put your Joy in so that way the cover is actually facing up. And then we have a little spot to put all your tools and accessories and pens and power things and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, throw that down there. So here is the Cricut Joy tote. It's totes adorbs, as I would like to say, you know, all the young kids are saying. I don't know. Anyways, we always have the packing paper inside as well. Ooh, it's very soft on the inside. Throw that out. And of course our gel packets as well to make sure no moisture gets inside. Oh, look at that. It even shows you exactly. I like that it has the picture in here and shows you exactly. Hello, Philip. Hello from the United States, Texas to be exact. But hello all the way from Texas to New Zealand. But I love in here, it actually shows you like how to put your Cricut Joy in. So that way it has a nice little resting spot. That's really cool. I like that a lot. So again, we have our little compartment for the power adapter, and then your Cricut Joy slips in there, and then it just zips up so nicely. And these little, the little teal accents on this bag are really nice. And then we also have a pocket back here for you to put some tools or some accessories or something in. So it's a nice bag, very sturdy bag. Again, it's kind of that tweed that the regular the machine totes and stuff come in. Really like that a lot, and it of course says Cricut on there. So very cool. I like the totes. I always love the totes. But you're not here to see a tote. You're here to see a machine, right? So let's get to it. If I can get my camera to focus again. There we go. We're coming back into focus. All right. Again, I am going to check to make sure that I don't have any kind of paperwork sitting on the top. I don't think I do. But just to triple check and make sure that I'm not giving my address out to everyone, even though I love every single one of you, you never know what happens on the internet, right? So let me check there. Nope. We're good. I do too. I love the teal. So it's a box within a box, which means that I have to dump this out. Like so. There we go. All right. Turn that around. Oops, wrong button. There we go. I always do that. All right, so here is our Cricut Joy box. We have the front side here, your DIY best friend. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, Kathy, I did. I can't. What can I say? I'm not exactly proud that I did. I'm just saying. Machine dimensions, by the way, are 8.5 inches by 4.25 inches by 5.5 inches. So it is a small little machine. You get the Cricut Joy blade and housing, fine point pen, standard grip mat, welcome card, power adapter, free membership to Cricut Access for new subscribers, which I'm not, 50 ready-made projects online, material for practice cut. What you'll need is a compatible computer or mobile device, which I have, and a high-speed internet connection. I have both of those, so we're good there. Let us cut open the box. Hope everybody's having a great night. I am, now that I'm doing an unboxing, I'm actually uploading earrings. Uploading earring designs into Design Space right now as I watch. That's awesome. Here it is. Here is the Cricut Joy. It is so small and so light. We also, I'll get back to it in a moment, I promise. We have our Cricut Joy Open Me package, which I will open in a moment. And down in the very bottom, we have our power adapter, which this is a new style of power adapter for Cricut. It's not their usual one. And then, of course, we have our Cricut pen, which this one is the fine point pen at 0.4 and black. Now, remember, this is something that I talked about when I talked about not getting the Joy. The pens that you already own that are for your, where is it? The maker over there and the air over here. They will not work in the Joy. And that was one of my biggest complaints, and it's still one of my biggest complaints. I really would have loved to have seen Cricut be able to use the tools that not necessarily all the tools, because the maker does have that specialized set of tools that only the maker can use. But, you know, I would have liked to have been able to see me be able to use my pens that I already own in the new machine. I know that they were trying to save space, and there's a lot of reasons why they couldn't, but it definitely would have made it feel better to me to be able to use what I already own from Cricut instead of having to buy a brand new set of tools and pens. So that's a hard one for me. I don't like that. It doesn't feel good as a customer, but I understand why they had to do it. It's just trying to save space. But anyways, we'll get back to the Cricut itself. Let's see. Robert says, oh my God, it's so precious. I know, it is so precious. It is very light, easy to carry, and the color is just stunning on it. I really do love this turquoise color. I think it was a great choice for Cricut to go with. The totes are really nice. I really do like them. Now, whenever you get your Cricut Joy, you're going to use I would use an X-Acto knife of some kind, and you're going to cut area right there. If you try and cut anywhere else, you may accidentally damage the beautiful color on your machine and the beautiful plastic on your machine. And yes, it is plastic, but you know, what do you expect? The rest of the other machines are plastic as well. So let's pull all of this plastic off. Oh, it's so cute. It really is just the baby Yoda. That's all it is. Look how cute it is. All right, let's open it up. Oh, love it. We're going to pull out the styrofoam. And there is plastic right here that I need to take off as well. And that's it. That really is it for this little machine. It is so tiny. You know, working with my regular Cricut machines, this one is just so much more tiny. We do have the blade housing, which has the blade in it. And if you don't know this already, you can magnetize. Where is it? Oops, that wasn't it. There's a spot right there. You can actually magnetize your blade to, so that way it stays in place and it doesn't get lost. Now, you don't have any storage like a regular Cricut in the door in that area right there. There is no storage on this one in there, which is a little bit of a bummer, but you know, again, that's why I got the tote. So there is the Cricut Joy. Let's go ahead and get this going. I am going to get it. Oh, I forgot to unbox the Joy package. The one that says Open Me. let's get started. So in here it says, go to cricut.com/setup and we'll walk you through every step. Use these during setup. We have some smart vinyl. Now the smart vinyl, it has a thicker back to it because it does not need to be on a mat. So it has a thicker backing so that way you can cut directly without needing a mat. Sheila says, I love the term Baby Yoda. Sheila, it is. It's totally Baby Yoda. That's exactly what it is. We also have some cardstock that would, of course, need a mat in order to cut. We have a standard grip mat here in the package, ready to go. And then we have the paper, and then we have some FCC and warranty statements, which I will not be reading right now. Probably ever. But does anybody actually read them? I don't think so. Anyways, all right. So we're going to go to cricut.com/setup, and then we can also go to cricut.com/create and learn how to use these items more. All right, so we're going to set these over here. I'm going to undo the power cord because I want to plug in my Cricut. And I actually really like the size of it right now. Although you can't do large projects. I mean, you can do large in the respect of long projects, up to 20 feet long. But I can't do like huge projects than I normally would on either my Cricut Air or Cricut Maker. But it's kind of nice just sitting right here on my desk. I do like that a lot. And that would be great for like when I'm making cards and stuff. It'll be great because it's an easy... Like I can just put something together really quick and have it sitting here on my desktop. It's actually going to live right where my computer is at the moment, on my shelf up there. I think that will be a better place for it. And can I get this? How does this come off? Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out how to open this. There we go. Oh, there it is. I didn't need to cut it after all. All right, so there is our power cord. Here is this power. On the back of the Cricut Joy. Hey, Audria. Or wait, Andrea? I think that is. I can't read it. It's a little bit far away. We have our power port right there. So we just take our little power plug and plug it in right there. And then I'm going to take and plug this under the table. Alexa's going to have to get unplugged for a moment. So that way I can plug in the Maker. Or not Maker, Cricut Joy. I keep saying Maker. All right, let's open it up. And I'm going to grab my iPad now. Hey, Christy. Christy was the one helping me unbox my brand new sewing machine, just FYI. All right, so it tells me that I'm going to need to go to cricut.com/setup. So I'm going to go to my internet browser. Cricut.com/setup. And what is it doing? I don't think it's going to work there. So I'm going into Cricut Design Space because it was trying to send me to Cricut Design Space to begin with. I'm going to turn my brightness up so maybe you'll be able to see what's going on. All right, so I think I go to Machine Setup. Which machine do you want to set up? Cricut Joy. All right, so I've plugged it in. I've made sure that the Bluetooth is on. So I'm going to click Connect. It's going to look for the device. The sewing machine unboxing was just awesome. Thank you so much. It was pretty awesome. I really enjoyed that a lot, and I'm so excited to hopefully start sewing with that in the near future. All right, there's my Joy. So I'm going to click on Joy. The machine has updates, so let's go ahead and update it. I thought I would poke my head in before driving home. We'll watch the replay later. All right, Christy. All right, so my machine is currently getting the updates. And it says, do not disconnect your machine. So we don't want to unplug it or turn off the Bluetooth here on our mobile device. And this can be set up. You can set up your Cricut Joy with either a mobile device or with a full-fledged computer as well. Just FYI, you don't have to have just a mobile device, but it definitely will make it easier when you're on the road to use a mobile device. All right, it's rebooting the machine. And it's still talking. Talks amongst yourselves, everyone. This is always the awkward part of setup videos when you have to wait for it to figure out what it's doing. It always makes me nervous too, because I'm always like, what if something goes wrong? All right, so we're going to reconnect to our machine. And hopefully the update took... Oh, we're doing update number 2 now. Okay. So we've updated with update number 1. Had to reconnect to the machine. Now it's doing update number 2. Thankfully, it's not going number 2. Ross, I keep coming back to your comment saying how precious it is. Yes, you are so right. It is very precious. My precious, my precious. All right, it is ready to go. So we're going to hit continue. We're going to register my machine. Click register. All right, my Joy is all registered and set up. So we're going to hit continue. All right, let's do a test cut. Which one should I cut? I'm not really in love with any of these designs, but I guess I'll do the mountains, maybe? I don't have to do any of these. You can skip on to the next, but I really want to cut it out. Don't forget to take the plastic wrapping off under the blade. That has already happened, Sheila, so that's good. So confirm that the blade is set in place with the clamped close. It is. That is all good. Now we're going to insert the smart vinyl under the guide reel, under the guides, and up against the rollers to auto feed. So what I'm going to do, I have hair on there. I'm going to set this right under the wheels, set it up. And it's just that simple. It automatically takes it into the machine. And we're going to hit go. And it is starting on. It's pretty quiet too. I mean, I hear it. I definitely hear it, but it's not it's definitely not as loud as like the Air or the Maker. This is a great one to take like on the road with you, on road trips, on vacation, or any like crops and stuff like that. This would be perfect for that. We're going to hit unload, and that's it. We have our image all cut out. I'm going to zoom in on this. So there's our cut right there. Now, this machine does cut away from the top because not everything feeds into the machine. Like maybe it may not be correct, but it did pretty nicely there. And I'm going to save the rest of this vinyl, so I'm going to keep that intact. But it looks like it did pretty well. Can I take this? Let's see if I can take this off the sheet without too much trouble. Ooh, it's hard to get off. Yeah, it's definitely a little hard to get off here. Let me back this out again. I might need to like take off the rest of this vinyl in order to get to, yep, that there. Wow, this is like the backing paper is really making it difficult to get this off because it's so thick. Well, anyways, so there is, can you cut fabric with it? Yes, you can actually. You can cut fabric. You have to put it on acetate, I believe. but I've seen somebody in one of the Cricut groups, they were able to do it. All right, so you can remove the image from the backer, and we can keep learning, but we'll head into Design Space. And I did want to, let's see, where did I put that bag? I got some extra supplies from Michael's, because of course I couldn't just have what came with the machine. Oh no, I got the the 12-inch light grip mat. And this is one of the reasons why I really wanted to get this machine, is because of the, hello, Huntress Habits, welcome, so glad to see you. I did want to do the card mat, and I purchased a pack of the pre-made cards. So why don't we test one of these out, shall we? I'm really loving these designs that they've come up with for the Cricut Joy. You can cut this using the other Cricut machines. You don't just have to use this mat, or you don't just have to use those card designs with the Joy. You can use them on a Maker, you can use them on the Air, whatever you want. But let's find one. Let's see. There's a lot of Christmas ones and lots of different things. Let's go and switch it to category. Let's go free for the Cricut Joy. And I want to find... There's one specific card that I wanted to find. Yeah, here it is. All right, let's do this one. This is a T-Rex birthday card. I've seen this one many times on here. So it looks like this. I've wanted to do this one for a while now because I saw it on whenever they released it and thought it was adorably cute. So this will be a good test because it will give us use of the pen and the new Cricut Joy. Huntress, I knew what you were trying to say. You accidentally said hell, but I knew exactly what you were trying to say, and say hello to everyone. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it. It happens to me all too frequently, unfortunately. All right, so I'm going to do this one in green. So I'm going to pull out a green card. And materials to cut, a Cricut Joy insert card, Night Bright sampler, which is not what I have. Is this one the... I don't know which one this one is. It says somewhere, I'm sure, but anyways. Cricut Joy card mat, which I have. Cricut Joy glitter pens, which I don't have, but I'm going to just use the pen that came with the machine, and a scraper. So whenever you get the card mat, make sure to take this plastic cover off. You want to keep it, but take it off so that way when you put the card down, it sticks to it. Because otherwise, I've seen a couple of people across Facebook say that they weren't able to get their card mat, like it wasn't sticky, but that's because they forgot to take off that cover. So what we're going to do, this is a 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch card. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to line the crease of the card right up against the edge, and I'm just going to fold it over. I'm going to put it on the table here so that way I can lay it down nicely. Just like that. All right, let's hit make it. We're going to draw on the card. We're going to use a material size of 4 1/4 by 5.5. We don't want to mirror it. We want it exactly like that. We're going to hit continue. It's going to think for a moment. We're going to do the insert cardstock, because that's what I have. So the first thing that I need to do is I need to take out my blade. I'm going to keep it right there on the magnet. I'm going to take my pen. And you don't, I'm got to break myself of that habit. I've got to put it in just like that without holding underneath. You don't have to hold underneath like all the other Cricut machines. You can just drop your blade in. You can just drop the pin in. You don't have to hold underneath. Hey Elsa, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I really love this card mat though. I think it's such a clever idea for such a small machine. All right, so now it says to load the pen into the clamp, and then it says to load the material into the machine. Did that. Your Cricut Joy is making sure the mat is all aligned, which it just did. So everything is good to go. There is no buttons for me to push. I can't push the start button here. That doesn't work. So I have to push the go button here on my iPad. And away it goes. And I can't wait to see what this looks like whenever it's finished. Yeah, Huntress, this is really a great idea for, like, if you have the Maker or if you have one of the other machines, it's really easy to make cards. You don't have to use the card mat. I think it's a clever idea, and I would like to see a full-size card mat in the future, but I think this is a great idea for such a small machine, so that way you get that 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 without a way to actually do that, because the cutting area is much smaller than that here on the Cricut Joy. So right now it's just cutting away. Or it's not cutting yet, it's drawing, I should say. And this is such a cute card. I love this one. Now I have a lot of the pins for the Cricut Air and the Cricut Maker, but you know, I can't use those on here, which is such a shame. But I might have to invest in some more pins. I don't know. I haven't quite decided like how far into this ecosystem am I going to go, because it is like having to buy almost everything over again. So that's, again, it's a reservation I have. It's not fun, but I do love the size of this. It is so small, so very portable. I can see me taking this up to work with me. I can see me taking this out, like, especially if I went camping. This would be a great thing if I went camping. Now, I know a reason to camp is to get away from technology and to, like, refocus yourself on nature, but I could never do that. I would never be able to do that. So this is a great way to kind of take your crafting on the road with you. It's so portable. So we're getting close to being done. And if anything ever goes wrong, there is a pause button here on the iPad that you can hit, so that way you don't run into trouble. Or if you're running into trouble, you can quickly pause. Sheila, do you have the Joy yet? All right, it's almost done. There it is. Okay, so now it says I need to change from my pen over to the blade. So I'm going to do that now. Just drop it in and go. So right now it's cutting out a few select areas. For half a second I was like, wait, it didn't cut out, it didn't draw the party hat. Well, it's going to cut the party hat out. I don't even know if you can hear the machine. Like, it's really quiet. It is very, very quiet. I don't know if you were able to hear, just got a great shot of the top of my head. I'm not sure. All right, so now it says it's time to unload the material, so I'm going to unload. It's hard not to, like, want to press buttons here on the machine. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to gently pull back my material. There we go. Put that off to the side. There we go. I kind of bent the corner a little bit because it has so little space there on the side. And I have a couple of choices of colors to use for the inserts. I have orange, I have yellow, and I have black. I definitely don't want to use the black. I think I'm going to go with the orange. Is that one? No, that's two. There we go. So now all I do is I stick that in there. Stick that one in there. Sheila, how do you like yours? I'm curious. I bet you love yours. And then lastly, I'm going to put the last corner up there. Whoops. Having a little difficulty getting this. There we go. And there we go. Look, guys, that was a card done, like literally within 5 minutes. I had a card done. This is great for if you have that last minute party that you've been invited to and need that card. You can slip a gift card in there. You can, there's so many different things that you can do. I love how quick that this works. Now, granted, you could do this on the Maker. You could do this on the Cricut Air. You could do this on any of the Explore or Maker machines. You can make a card in 5 minutes or less on that machine as well. This, you don't have to get a Cricut Joy just to do that. So if you have a Cricut Joy, if you have a Cricut Maker or Cricut Air or any of the Explore line, do you need the Cricut Joy? I say no, you don't need it. Caveat, if you want a machine that will go on the road with you, that will allow you to, you know, if you don't have a lot of space, if you craft a lot on your dining room kitchen table, if you craft on the go all the time, if you go to crops, if you do any of those things, I think this machine is great for that. I really, really do. It is very portable, very easy, and you know, I do a lot of cards on my channel, and there are a lot of times when I just want small, simple cuts that are no bigger than this mat right here, which is 4.5 by 12. I can get most of my cards on this mat with no problem. And I think this is a great thing for a select market. And the labels, everybody's been going crazy for the labels that it can make, and I think that's great. I think this would be a great tool to have in a library makerspace or in any kind of makerspace, a school library, a makerspace at an elementary. This machine is very easy to use. I think kids are going to pick up on it very easily, and this is a great machine for your little crafters that are going to help you do your crafting. Sheila says she does like it, just another toy to play with. I go to a lot of crops, so it'd be great for that instead of lugging the big one. I totally agree. I love having my Maker over here, but it is heavy and it is hard to tote from place to place. I've taken it to work several times, and I will say it is a little clunky sometimes trying to get it in and out of work. So I can definitely see how having the Cricut Joy is going to make this a lot easier if I just have small, simple cuts that I want to do while I'm at work, right? Meeting the needs of people that need joy. Yep, exactly right, Huntress. So that's the Cricut Joy. You know, again, this opportunity appeared. I couldn't say no. I had to do it. I had to pull the trigger on it. Is this machine for everyone? No, but I think there is a select market out there that would definitely appreciate the Joy and all that it has to offer. So I'm excited because, like I said, this machine is going to live where this laptop computer is right now for this live, and that way I can just jump in, create something really quick, and then I'm off to do something else. So anywho, let me know your thoughts. If you have a Cricut Joy, I do want to hear from you. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure to let me know down in the comments below what you think. Kim says she has to run, and Sheila says her typing is terrible tonight. I must need another glass of wine. I will join you for a glass of wine, Sheila. Many of us need simplicity. That's a good way to put that, Huntress. Simplicity. This machine is simplistic, but I think that's a good thing. Would you recommend this as a first Cricut machine? Okay, so that is a very good question. Let me get to that. Would I recommend this as the very first Cricut machine that you get? Well, that's going to depend. That depends on, right now, as of this video that we're recording right now, this machine is just a few dollars shy of purchasing a Cricut Air 2. And for all the things that you get with this machine, you have to think about like 12 by almost 12 by 12 inch cutting on this machine. So you can get almost 12 by 12. Is that worth the extra? It's like $10, I think, right now. Extra $10 or $20 right now. Is that worth it to you to get that extra space, to not have to get the smaller pens and tools? And currently, the Cricut Joy doesn't have scoring capabilities. Like, it can't score anything that you cut. So with this one, we have more things like the scoring stylus that you're able to use. Right here, I have the scoring stylus. This will not fit in the Cricut Joy. So it's kind of, do I feel like this would be a good first machine? To me, and this is my personal opinion, I feel like if you were to get the Cricut Joy as your first machine, you would have fun with it, you would enjoy it, but pretty soon after you got it, you might feel like you want to upgrade to the next step. So it's hard for me to say. It really is. If you are a part-time crafter that just crafts occasionally, maybe once a month, and you're not very serious about it, Cricut Joy, I can definitely see that being a machine for you. If you're somebody who sees yourself jumping into crafting, paper crafting, and you are going to be doing a lot of time with it, and you're going to be spending some time with it, I might say go for the Cricut Air 2. That might be the better one. I always recommend, though, I recommend people get the Maker. That is the machine that I love the most because it has the most tools to use and cut with, right? The rotary blade, the what is that? The basically it's an X-Acto knife blade. You have the wavy blade, you have the perforation blade, you have so many options with that one, right? And using the engraving tool, you have a lot more options for the Maker, and you have a lot more tools for the Maker. And Cricut has said they're going to continue developing tools for the Maker. I don't think they're going to be focusing on the Air 2 anymore. So, it's hard to say. You got to take all these factors into consideration and think about how are you going to use the machine, what is your crafting style, and what materials do you want to work with, right? So, because of those factors, I don't think that the Joy is the one to go to, but I think it's just going to depend on you. I know that's kind of a cop-out answer and maybe not the best answer that you're looking for, but it really, take that into consideration and use that for your own purchase knowledge, right? We all have to make these decisions for us, and I can't make a decision for anyone else. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. Yeah, that's just kind of my thoughts on it, and I would love to hear your thoughts as well. If you have the Cricut Joy, if you have the Cricut Maker, or if you have the Cricut Air 2, let me know your thoughts. Do you think that the Cricut Joy is a great one to start off with, or do you think you should start off with the Air 2 or the Maker? I want to hear from you. Let's see here. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that was helpful. I know that was kind of rambling, and again, it may have felt like a cop-out answer, but it really is my true honest opinions. Thank you, Sheila. I'm so glad to hear that y'all like that answer. I'm glad, because it's the truth. It really just depends on you. So anyway, all right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for joining me as I unbox the brand new Joy, which is the Baby Yoda of Cricut. I'm telling you, it's the baby Yoda. All right, I hope everybody has a great night. And remember, guys, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button and click the bell notification icon to get notified every time I go live or post a new video by clicking the bell notification icon. I think I said that like 12 times. Also, don't forget to turn on your notifications on your device as well. That's very important as well. I hope everybody has a great night. And remember, guys, normal's just a setting on the dryer. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.